Yeah. Look for it. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you certainly have been taking a lot of video. I was quite impressed.
Right.
He loves that dog. Always playing silly games.
Gunner, here. Good boy. Give. Good boy.
Good boy. Yeah.
Gunner, whoa.
Ah.
Da-dum, da-dum, dum, dum, dum.
Rick, I've had guys drop clothes, but never in the middle of a field.
Passons un séjour bien agréable.
Over 1988 Winter Olympic Games.
This is it.
We hope you all enjoy your stay.
All right, fellas, this is us. Let's go. What's the matter? You guys cold?
Good boy. Good boy. Shot. Yeah. Ah. I'm gonna get him. Oh, come on, bud. Good dog. Good dog.
What are we at now? 20, minus 1 or 2 years? 23 years? Is that what it is? Lee J? 23? It's a long time to be doing this for me. To come here every year to drive 11 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours for some, 17 hours for some. Our main folks are not here, but there's a reason why we come, and that's this Old Hemlock family. Not only everyone here in the room, but certainly the dogs, and even more importantly, Roy, Sally, and Raz, who make us feel so good and give us an opportunity to see this line get better and better, which we have over the 23 years. You know, for those that are new, this gathering was originally here because Kay Evans was still alive, and for those of you that were here 23 years ago, and she had 20-some, 30-some odd dogs around her, her smile, people still remember. It was just absolutely wonderful. Came back again, we came back again, and all of a sudden those wonderful unintended consequences, Roger started getting a chance to see his breeding come to fruition, and now Paul gets a chance to see what's going on with his breeding and see whether the decisions he made are working, and they are. Spur is my 4th Old Hemlock setter, and what's going on between the years just gets better and better and better. And also our training gets better, certainly with the aid of the guides that Roy and Sally and Raz have working here. If you use them, they're really wonderful, and they just give us a ton of information. And then what we've learned from each other. what we've learned from what I've learned from people like Tom Bowman and Rick and you know, everyone here that will have something to offer that you take to the table. So it's just been a lot of fun. And every now and then the shooting gets better. We got some new faces here. The owner of Berkeley, Josh. It's really nice, Josh, to see some young blood here. Some of us are starting to daughter out there. So nice to see some young folks here. We hope to get some more young folks here. We got some guests, Kate and Brandon. Kate, I hope you had a chance to see some of our artwork over here and maybe pick some stuff up. It's really wonderful. And maybe you got a chance to see their dog, Ollie, who is an October West dog, really lovely dog. If you'd like to have your dog portrait done to some degree, that's the gal.
Thank you so much for letting us come. We really, really appreciate it.
Well, it was fun. Great seeing some of the guides here. I miss seeing Jim's here, which we didn't see you last year naturally or the year before, but it's great seeing you here and hearing some of your hunting tales and your story of your dog. We miss seeing Bob. It would have been fun seeing him and a few of the guys that we've seen over the years. So,
Victor's here.
Victor is always here.
Big shot for Victor.
He is part of the family. He's on the mailing list. Those that didn't come, this is one of the smallest groups we've had in a long time. Certainly from my neck of the woods, Bob and Candace, the two Johnson brothers, Glenn, who just had 14 puppies, it's just absolutely phenomenal. His brother also got a puppy. The Calays didn't make it. The Jameses didn't make it. The Leaches didn't make it.
Buckley's.
Pardon?
Buckley.
Buckley's didn't make it, and sadly they were all set to go, and their dog John passed away as they were putting him in the car to come up. We've lost a couple more dogs this year, which is always sad to go, but it's just a mark of time. Please, I have my memory. I think I have COVID memory. Roger's not here. He's been dealing with the big C, and I think the surgery he had took care of that. So we miss Roger and Anna and all of Roger's information. And for those of you that are new here, one of the things that's sort of interesting is that when you listen to us talk, we don't talk about years in time, we talk about dogs. Dogs have always sort of measured our time. Do you remember when we were out here with Bracken and Cirrus? Don't have to say 1995 or 96 or 97, it was Bracken and Cirrus. It's just really, it's fun. It's sort of who we are and how we work with things. Paul, do you have anything you want to say about the breeding program that we got going on here?
You know, Bob and Lee J really planned this whole thing. I don't have anything to do with the planning. I just get to show up and see the dogs. So thank them for doing all the detailed work. Yeah, as far as the breeding goes, you know, we had 2 females who planned to breed. The Johnsons worked out unbelievably well. I think that's actually a new record.
Stellar.
Puppies. I went back and I saw where George wrote that Wilda had a litter of 13, and then Mark Bucera had a female in the early 90s, I think, hatched 14 with 12 surviving. But I think the litter of 14 with all making it is an official new Old Hemlock record. Yeah, we had that, and then of course Jim and Karen Calais, who weren't able to make it this year, they had the absolute worst luck on the opposite end of the spectrum, but everything that possibly could go wrong did. So that just highlights the devotion these folks have. The cost and the emotional loss is huge, but that's how this whole thing operates. So I want to thank them for unfortunately going through all they have. The key is, we need people who are going to work these dogs, develop these dogs, and ultimately want to breed their their dogs if they end up with a really good dog. So, I'm always interested in talking to new people, and anybody that's current members of the Old Hemlock family needs a dog. Always feel free to call me.
Lee J, who's around the corner, probably deserves as much, if not most of the credit for running this thing because of his computer skills, which I have absolutely none of. And I have no idea how he generates these field times and group mailings and all that kind of stuff. So it's just, I ask, cajole, plead, and hope and wish that every year that he continues along with what he's doing at Old Hemlock. And is there got anything going on over there these days?
Yeah, we have 230 acres at Old Hemlock, and we're going to manage it so that there's about 25% of it will be young forest for grouse if there's ever any around. Woodcock probably for sure, and then some other songbirds. We're not going to touch the virgin hemlocks that George saved, so we're going to have a climax forest, mid-story, and then young habitat. So scientifically, it'll be a model for habitat development, how things should be managed, hopefully. There's some movement of still getting George's stuff published. Upland Projects has some stuff going on. We were on the cover last September of Gun Dog with Pointing Dog Journal still wants to republish some of George's articles. And they've been very supportive of George's work. Anything we can do to keep George's name out there. The most difficult part of it is, so young people, they don't get too excited when they go out in the forest and spend all day and maybe see 1 2 birds if they're lucky, 5 tops. So it's hard to generate that interest in grouse hunting and woodcock hunting. And I just like to say, you all know George wrote about, if he wrote once, if he could hunt grouse like he takes a trout on the fly and releases it, and it would be the ultimate sport. But with my bird banding, I'm bringing his thing to life because I'm working with the Canaan Valley Refuge, and I'm capturing woodcock and putting transmitters and bands on them and releasing them. So my dogs have just as much fun doing that as we do shooting the birds. So I think it's kind of cool that George writes about that, and now with the scientific stuff we got on, we can sort of bring his wish to fruition.
I want to thank our staff here, Sally and her wonderful ladies that feed us. It was great weather, great people. Please, everyone, drive home safely. Our photographers.
Yes!
They're out there in the snow, flicking away. And if anyone had a chance in the last couple of days to see some of their work that is posted on the Old Hemlock Facebook page, some wicked shots.